A Garage Geek 3-in-1. Hi, welcome to Garage Geek. So this is going to be a 3-in-1. I am going to do 2 album reviews and the Friday Night Comics Challenge. I'm going to bookend the comics with the album reviews. I'm going to start with Shaun the Beast. So Shaun the Beast put out his first video, and I kind of wanted to celebrate that by doing this little tribute. I guess Shaun the Beast has big following because when I went to his first video, he already had 68 subscribers and he already had 35 views, I think, or vice versa. Something like that. 35 likes on his video. I know my first video got 2 views and those were family members. So good for you, Shaun the Beast. I think that what I'm gathering is that Shaun the Beast is somebody who's been active in the YouTube for a while, and he comments on a lot of people's videos, and so now he's jumping into making videos, and good for you, Shaun. That is awesome. In order to pay him a little bit of a tribute, in his first video he was recommending recordings that he loves based on a contest entry, I think, or a thread, and he really seemed to like the album Carnal Confessions by Funeral Fvk, and that's how I'm going to say it, but it's FVKK. You can guess what it really stands for. So I'm just going to say Funeral Fvk.
Again, it's a doom metal album. The subject matter is horrendous, and if there's anybody that does finally watch this who have any religious leanings, that's down to you. The album is called Carnal Confessions and the band are called Funeral Fuck. This came out in 2019, and again, from start to finish, this is an 11, probably even a 12 out of 10 album. It is, without doubt, an album, once you put it on, it's impossible to turn off until you hear it all. It's got something different every time you listen to it. If you've never heard it, I would highly recommend you listen to it because it is such a fantastic work of art.
This album is definitely doom metal. It's doom metal through and through. Now, what I want to say is I used to do very extensive listens to the albums, but it would take me forever. So you can see that I'm not including clips. I'm just giving a very brief overview. He just recommended, or I just saw the video yesterday. So I listened to the album about 4 to 6 times. I didn't listen to the lyrics. I think the lyrics are actually really important because the lyrics are pointing out a lot of problems with religion, and especially Christianity. I did look at the lyrics of the first song, and they were tackling the abuse of children, like altar boys, and the scandals surrounding that. Did I enjoy this album? Yes, it didn't blow me away the 4 to 6 times I listened to it, but it's definitely enjoyable. It's definitely doom metal. To me, it just sounds like other doom metal albums. I don't know, for those doom metal discernists, you can tell them all apart, but to me, they sound similar. But in that sense, I do like the sound. It's really nice to put on a doom metal album. And this is the strangest thing to say, to just kind of sit back, relax, and read, because it's like really nice background music. I don't think it's supposed to be that way, but for me, I really enjoyed these doom metal albums. Part 2 is Friday Night Comic Challenge from Comic Collector Geek. So after a run of challenges where he went through golden, silver, modern, plastic, and current comics, he is now picking a theme again that is based on an object found on the covers. This week is moons. So what I did was I went into my comics, and the first 10 that I found, those are the ones that I'm going to show. So the first one we have is Batman, and we've got this, it's actually Detective Comics number 374. Oh my god, I killed Robin. Now I showed this recently because Robin is always getting killed in these older comics, or abused. Hunt for a Robin killer. Well, we found him, didn't we? He's confessing. But anyways, there's this yellow moon in the background. Here we have Batman again, but this is a copy of the Brave and the Bold, the 35 center. This is number 136. Yeah, my copy is beat up, but we can clearly see a slightly larger yellow moon in the background. In this copy of the Spectacular Spider-Man, $1 comic number 185, We definitely have a very large, whitish, yellowish moon. I think that Sal Buscema is probably one of my favorite cover artists. I just love his art. It's quirky, it's interesting. I love John Romita Jr. when he does Spider-Man. I love his art. I don't know, what do you think out there? Do you find that art interesting? I absolutely love it. And then look at that Green Goblin. I don't know, I just think he suits Spider-Man. But there we have a yellowish, whitish moon, and it's larger than all the other ones. Here we have this awesome The Monster of Frankenstein #2, and this is by Plug. I mean, that is just a gorgeous, gorgeous cover. The Bride of the Monster, and we definitely have that moon in the background covered up with some haze, clouds, whatever. That is red and white. Beautiful Plug cover. Okay, this cover is just silly, but the first 10 that I found, so this is Marvel 2-in-1. I love this series though. The Thing and Ghost Rider, and they're both speeding away in their motorcycle type vehicles. I forget what that thing's called. It's a death race, and there's a small white moon in the background. That was a 50-cent comic, issue number 80. Here we got some Jack Kirby goodness. We got this giant white moon in the background, and this is Eternals #4. When Gods Walk the Earth, Night of the Demons. I mean, come on, it's Jack Kirby. Look at that. Maw. Yeah, that's kind of a grayish bluish moon. Okay, the next cover I show all the time. I always trot this out whenever I can, and this is Crypt of Shadows #1. I mean, I just love this lady. She's going off in the woods being all satanic, but she's got this orangish moon in the background, and this says, "Behold the macabre devil dance of the witch woman. Witchy woman, midnight on Black Mountain." Oh, don't they say witchy woman? She's got the moon in her eyes. Are those the lyrics? So hey, I got a double moon reference out of that one. Next, we got a Conan the Barbarian. Look at that cool cover. Sorry, my dog keeps hitting the table and making the camera shake. So this is a 25-cent Conan #38. I mean, look at that cool cover. And we've got the Warrior and the Were-Woman, and she's getting ready to pounce behind that yellow moon. The last two feature Morbius. So here we have a reprint of the Amazing Spider-Man #101. This is a facsimile edition, and you can clearly see a blue moon shining in through that window. The light of that moon shining in through the window as Spider-Man gets bee-slapped. And finally, we also have the largest moon that I found, and that is Adventure into Fear with the man called Morbius, the living vampire. So this is Adventure into Fear #31. Yeah, my copy's a little bit beat. That's okay. It's still a gorgeous image. And it says, thrill-fraught final issue. Oh, it's the last one. This one you dare not miss, so that they can recoup their sales. End of a Vampire. And look at that bat. Pretty cool. Part 3. One of my favorite YouTubers is back online, and he's making videos, and I just wanted to show my support. He mentioned an album in his video which intrigued me, and that is by Porcupine Tree. Scott at No Solution also has a Porcupine Tree album that I need to listen to, but it's in a list. I'm slowly going through it. I wanted to get to these more quickly because, like I said, I've got these lists and it's taking me forever to get to them. I just watched this video, I think yesterday, and I only listened, I think 2 days ago.
Last of all, one that I ordered online that I've been wanting for quite a while. This is Porcupine Tree's The Sky Moves Sideways. Now, this particular album has existed in various different track listings and everything. This is the one that has the Moon Loop, the 23-minute version of Moon Loop on the fourth side. Now, Moon Loop was actually an improvisational project that Porcupine Tree did early on. The original goes over 40 minutes. This is probably the best cut of that improvisation, and it's cut down to 23 minutes. A lot of meandering has been cut out of it. Other than that, the song The Sky Moves Sideways is in 2 parts. It's kind of similar to a Pink Floyd sound, which is a good thing because they do it so well. gatefold looks like. This was Porcupine Tree's earlier stuff, back when they were more of a psychedelic style. This one sounds very Pink Floydian, especially with the title track, and it's in 2 parts. Each part takes up a full side. The third, in between the 2, there are 4 shorter songs. Just a great album. The Sky Moves Sideways is such a beautiful track. It's one of those that you really have to listen to appreciate. I highly recommend listening to that one. It's one of my favorite albums by Porcupine Tree.
I listened to this album about 6 to 8 times, and it's very prog. I didn't examine the lyrics. I don't know if my version was extended or what, but it's a very, very long recording that I thoroughly enjoyed. The songs do grow on you. The more you listen to it, the more you start to really get into it. At the beginning, it just seemed very long, but it was interesting. And it does change quite a bit. I do like some parts more than others. Like there's this one song that has a very tribal beat that I was into from the beginning. But the other songs do start to make inroads into your psyche, and you start to really like it. This is an album that, yeah, I enjoyed. So I would say that you could definitely check this out if you're into prog. So there you have it, a Garage Geek 3-in-1. I went over Shaun the Beast's recommendation of Carnal Confessions by Funeral Fivik, and I would say if you're into doom metal, then you should definitely check out this one. He raves about it. I'm gonna say that I really did like it, but it's not something I could recommend to everyone out there, because if you don't like doom metal, you probably won't like this recording. Then I did my 10 comics with moons on the cover, which was the Friday night challenge for Comic Collector Geek. And finally, I gave my friend T-Cat a shout out, and I listened to his suggestion of The Sky Moves Sideways by Porcupine Tree. I will put links to all their videos in my description. And as always, any comments that you have are greatly appreciated. I want to thank you all for the support.